All right, what up, YPR? It's Brock Morton here, Ambassador Leader, coming to you from Orange, California. I'm really excited about our call tonight. We got some great leaders lined up here to great success stories. I'm here to share their stories with you, and it's really crazy what we have going on here. So if you're hearing this for the first time, if your friends bring you onto this, or you're hearing this your second and third time getting on one of these calls, just understand, keep an open mind. You guys are going to hear a lot of things. Right now, the most expensive thing you can own is a closed mind. All right, in today's economy, the most expensive thing you can own is a closed mind. All right, so you might hear some concepts, some ideas that are a little bit different than what we're used to hearing in schools or at home. So just keep an open mind and getting all this information, because we have a lot of great speakers, a lot of great information for you guys tonight. But really what we're here to talk about is this whole YPR, hashtag YPR that you hear about, this whole young people revolution, this movement of young people that's going on. And really, it's crazy what's going on, but it isn't just going on in Oklahoma or California or America. It's going on in all kinds of countries across the world. It's young people. It's really just a bunch of young people that are getting together and going a little bit against the status quo, going against a little bit of what everyone else has always told us to do, is go to high school, get your grades, go to college, get your grades, make a resume, go get a job, as far as fulfilling our income and our lifestyles. And we're saying, hey, maybe I'm going to be my own boss, set my own hours, control my own life, control my own income, my own lifestyle, and really put my own life into my own hands. Because right now the economy is bad, the job market's bad. It's really bad out there, what's going on. There's not a lot of opportunities for young people, for anyone, but especially for young people, ages 18 to 30 out there. So this is something, a group of young people coming together, and you can see some of these pictures. I mean, some of you guys are online. We're having very, very large events with young people all across the world, and it's crazy what we have going on. But it's very, very, very exciting. That's why your friend is so excited to get you on this video tonight and really look into what's going on. So just a real quick overview. My name is Brock. I'm 22 years old. I'm originally from Oklahoma. I've always liked the idea of making money. I've always had an entrepreneurial mindset. I've always had a lot of ambition, a lot of drive, but I never had a vehicle to put that into. I never had a tangible vehicle to actually put all my ambition, all my knowledge, all my drive into, until I came across this whole Vemma thing about 2.5 years ago. All right, and in 2.5 years, I now have 17 people today that I've personally shared this with that are doing this business with me. They're doing business, and of those 17 people, all right, 17 have now turned in to over 3,200 people across 18 different countries and 46 different states in my business. And that's crazy how this thing works, but that's exactly what's going to happen for you too. And that's how this business works. It's really cool about growing networks. And that's what's crazy, is we're the most socially connected generation that's ever walked this earth. We understand Facebook, texting, Skyping, Twitter, Uvu, every aspect of technology. We understand that so much better than older generations and our parents. And so we took that. We're the most socially connected generation that's ever walked this earth. With your phones, in 60 seconds, you can talk to 60 people in 60 different countries just from your little phones. All right, and so we took that and combined it with these healthy drinks, specifically the Verve line, which is the energy drink line. It's the main drink we're working with, and right there you can see it. The energy drink industry right now is $12.5 billion. $12.5 billion with a B. And that's the main drink that we work with, because everyone our age is already spending money. Any age, but especially younger people, are already spending money on Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, 5-Hour Energy, Full Throttle, Amp. Those things that aren't necessarily healthy for you, and they definitely won't pay you to drink them. This whole industry, this energy drink industry, is predicted to be $21.5 billion by 2017. $21.5 billion industry, and that's what we're working with here. And that's just one of the main concepts that's really led to this perfect storm, if you say, this perfect storm of what's going on. Because we already have the energy drink industry, and then you look at the job market and student loan debt and colleges and really what's going on with everything. And we're not here to bash on formal education. All right? I went through formal education my entire life. I'm not here to bash on that. But if you look at the facts, 53% of college grads, regardless of school, regardless of degree, are unemployed or underemployed a year later. You graduate, it's more than likely that you don't have a job than actually getting a job. And those 47% of people who actually get a job, half of them are in jobs that don't even require a college degree. And it's crazy, but now the student loan debt has surpassed home debt, mortgage debt. It's surpassed credit card debt. It's now the #1 debt in America, and it's over $1 trillion in student loan debt. I personally have $12,000 in student loans that I'm using this business as my vehicle to pay those off. All right, but it's over $1 trillion in student loan debt, and it's crazy. You can see the article in the USA Today right there, $1.1 trillion. Okay, and that's what's going on now. And that is, it's not that don't go get a job or don't go get that loan. It's just saying just don't make that your only source of income. Don't go do that expecting it's going to give you the income and for the lifestyle that you want to have. And that's what's exactly why BK and Vemma, the marketing team there, and they really put their minds together. And I really love this bonus. They now have a college tuition bonus. You can now get money to put towards textbooks, to put towards your student loans, to put towards an extra math book, or whatever it is that you want for college. And that's a really cool bonus we have there. And that's just one of the many things that this company does to help us young people out, especially, who are maybe struggling in jobs we don't like, or maybe with student loans up to our eyeballs where we can't pay off. And it's just giving us another option. It's just giving young people hope and saying, hey, there's another way. There's another way than what everyone else is doing. Because, obviously what everyone else is doing isn't working. We have one statistics from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics in America, right? So the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics said by the time we're age 50 in America, 75% of people don't even have $5,000 in their bank. By the time you're age 50 in America, 3 out of every 4 adults does not have $5,000 in the bank. And right there, that should open your eyes to what's going on out there isn't working. We have something different. It's right here. You guys can see the top 15 states. It's starting to take off here in America. California right here, baby. California number 1. Arizona coming in number 2, the headquarters. And you guys are actually going to hear from a few success stories in this business, because we have hundreds and thousands of young people across the world making money with this thing. We have a few tonight here. They're going to spend their time, spend a few minutes to share their stories. One of them, the first guy we're going to talk about, his name is Matthew Pearson. He's right there. He's from Texas, McAllen, Texas. Matthew Pearson is one of the best leaders in this company, best leaders in my business, and he's really a servant leader. He leads by example. He doesn't just talk about it, he leads by example. And he's really grown this thing now to diamond the company. So Matthew, if you're out there, definitely love to hear your story real quick, and maybe one thought on why you're so excited about this YPR movement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, guys. How you guys doing? My name is Matthew Pearson. I'm 20 years old. Like Brock said, I'm from McAllen, Texas, and I'm a diamond leader. And I just want to share my story with you guys so you guys can see that I'm a normal kid. And my past life was horrible. A lot of people, my past. I was born in Detroit, Michigan, and I was growing up in a very dysfunctional family. My mom was a drug addict, and my dad was a chef. He was working full-time. And they didn't really have time to take care of me or anything like that. So I ended up moving back to McAllen, Texas. I was adopted by my uncle and my aunt. And at 6 years old, I heard the news of my mom passing away. And I lost all of my drive and my motivation. I didn't know. I didn't have anyone there to support me. I didn't have anyone there to take care of me. But at 17 years old, I heard my dad passing away. And that was everything. I lost it all. I started making bad decisions, hanging around the wrong people and stuff like that. And my uncle and my aunt, the people that adopted me and took care of me, kicked me out of my house when I was 17. And I was completely abandoned. I was literally homeless. I was struggling to pay for my apartment. I was struggling to pay for my car, struggling to pay for food. I didn't have anything. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anyone to take care of me. I didn't have anyone to take me to school. I didn't have anyone to take me to soccer, to do anything. I was alone. And that's the crazy part, that before this, I didn't have a plan for my future. Before this, I was not satisfied with my life. I was not content with the person I was becoming. I was doing the wrong things. I was completely lost out of my mind. I had no idea where my life was going. My future wasn't looking bright at all. My life was bad. And after coming out of this crazy depression, after I lost everything, I decided to do what everyone else was doing. I decided to go get that job. I decided to go apply to college, try to make some friends, try to do something else. And what I realized was that just wasn't satisfying me. I wasn't really, truly happy going to school, working that job, working 40 hours a week, having that boss run my life, dictate my future, tell me what I was worth every single hour. That didn't sound like life to me. And I realized that there had to be something more to life. I realized that life couldn't just be just having that job, couldn't just be just going to school. There had to be something more. Now, what I realized was a lot of kids, like Brock said, we're super ambitious, we're super hardworking, but without that vehicle to transfer it in results, you'll never see the results. And I realized that I didn't know how to get more out of life until this was introduced to me. I was living just for me, and that's why I was so unhappy, because I wasn't helping other people. I was just trying to help myself. I was working that job just for me. I was going to school just for me. But what Vemma offered me was a chance to not do things for myself, but to do things for other people. To not just help myself, but to help my team. And I've grown so much as a person, and all my past, it's crazy. I used to see that as such a tragedy. I used to see my past as dark, as horrible. But now, because of Vemma, I see my story, my past, as my motivation. I see it as a blessing, because now my story helps others to be inspired, helps others to motivate themselves, because if I can do it, I damn well assure you that you can do it too, because I'm not the smartest guy. I promise you that. I wasn't graduating top 10% or anything like that. But all I had was a genuine interest in changing my life. I wanted more. I didn't want to be unhappy. I didn't want to be sad. I didn't want to be left in depression. I wanted to do something bigger and better. And that's exactly what Vemma gave me. It gave me the chance to be a leader. It gave me the chance to step out of my comfort zone, to challenge the status quo so I can get more out of life. Because here's the thing, guys. If you do what everyone else does, you're simply going to get what everyone else has. And here's your chance to do something different so you can get something different in the future. You got to live like others won't right now so you can live like others can't later. And with that, guys, I just want to let you guys know that it doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter what school you went to, how many friends you have. It doesn't matter where you're from, what race you are. You can do this. Because I was a nobody before this. I was the guy that no one wanted to be friends with. I was the guy that people were afraid of because I was doing the bad thing. But I took this serious, and it completely changed my life. But other than that, guys, I'm really excited about this. This thing is literally going to change your life if you take this serious the way I did. But other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for your time.
All right, great. Thank you, Matt. And just so you guys know, that kid's 20 years old. He's not even legally allowed to drink yet, and he's now building a business on the side. And if you guys could have seen this guy 5-6 months ago when he first started the business, you would have laughed from looking at him then to looking at him now, because the person that he's become these next 5 or 6 months, it's ridiculous how much he's grown as a speaker, as a leader, as a communicator. The skills that he's now developed these last 5 or 6 years, they're not just Vemma skills. They're not just skills that, they build his income in Vemma and help him make money with Vemma. But those are skills that no one can take away from him. And he can now take those and go apply them to every other aspect of his life for the rest of his life. And seeing things like that just really raises your belief level in how great this company is. It's not about all the money and the watches and the cars that you might see. It's something a lot bigger than that. That money is just a result of the amount of people that we've helped from this business and with these products. And that right there is just a prime example of that. So next one we're going to hear up from, it's another one of the best leaders on my team. His name's Mikey McKiernan. He is in Phoenix, I guess Chandler, Arizona, the suburb of Phoenix, and he really has been around since almost the beginning of this YPR thing. He's really seen this whole thing happen, and he really understands what's going on in this thing. He's really excited. So, Mikey, if you're out there, he's now star platinum in this company. This guy is also 20 years old in this business. So you don't have to be a 40, 50-year-old business executive to be able to be successful in this company. We have young people making money. That's exactly what it is. So, Mikey, if you're out there, I'd love to hear your story.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'm excited to be on the call. Thanks, Brock, for the intro. And for those of you guys listening in that are new, we're really, really excited, what this whole Vemma thing is doing, not just on a financial standpoint, but the products. And we don't talk about the products enough. They're phenomenal. I personally impacted people's lives just with the product. But we're also obviously excited about, what the business is doing for so many young people. And I just wanted to give you guys some words of wisdom today, just some tips for those of you just looking into the business or already on board. And I just want to remind you that this is a business. Okay, we're building something called residual passive income here. This is not a get-rich-quick. Okay, you're going to have to, understand that it will take a little bit of time. It will take a little bit of effort, but the residual passive income is worth it, every single time. And that's what allows me and, a lot of the leaders to be able to travel, to be able to spend time with our friends and family and still be able to get paid, not having to clock in and clock out. So, guys, I just want to give you my story real quick, and then we'll pass it back. But, like Brock said, I'm Michael McKiernan. I'm 20. I'm actually out here in Arizona. Heard about this just under 2 years ago from a kid working at McDonald's and a part-time science center named Cody Barton. Okay, Cody Barton was, a very average kid. He's now a star presidential in Vemma. And he was telling me about, this energy drink and this whole concept, and it took me seeing him quit his job and, make a couple, $1,000 before I really wanted to hop on board. And I knew that if he could do it, I could do it. And I looked into the concept. I saw Vemma. I saw the formula, vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen and aloe, and how healthy it was. the clinical studies, what the product could do for people with, health problems. We're not getting the things we need as young people in our food because we're in a rush, we're in a hurry, we're grabbing a snack or, some fast food. So I saw the product was relatable, especially with the coffee coming out, guys. Understand that coffee is the second highest consumed beverage next to water and the second highest traded commodity next to oil. Okay, it's a big, big industry. Our best stuff has not even came out yet. So for those of you hearing about it now, it's obviously a no-brainer. Back in the time, I saw what the product could do for me, my family, my friends, and, I saw that an extra $1,000 a month wouldn't hurt. Everyone's, working these jobs and not really sure what they're going to do in the future, especially at my age when I started at 18. Now, moving to 20 years old, my friends are still in that spot, changing their majors, racking up student debt. And I saw this as a way out, a plan B, an alternative, and, a better way to what the, average person is doing in today's economy. So guys, I also want you to, I also want to paint the bigger picture. I want to paint, that depth of vision, and just to show you that, it didn't just happen overnight. I mean, I've been doing this for a little over 20 months now. I am the 6th rank in the company. I'll hit executive this month as well, so the 7th rank. And at my job, I did not rank up 7 times in 2.5 years. I ranked up twice to a whopping $9.08 an hour. So if you're in that position like I was, not having the time freedom, not having the financial freedom, really looking to Vemma, the products, the company, BK, the whole home office, like everything is just in place. The stars have aligned, and we really feel like this is, something that's going to get, absolutely huge. And what that means for us is, bigger paychecks. BK and Vemma, decided to pay back 50 cents of every dollar of product sales going out. So, I mean, as the company grows, we grow, and that's what we're here for, is to help the newest people out every single step of the way, guys. But, if I can leave you with one thing, just be consistent, stay plugged in, follow the system. So many people get on board with this and try to, recreate the wheel, do their own thing, and, kind of step outside the lines a little bit. Why don't you just follow the system? Okay, do home events, do three-way calls, do Skype calls, do trainings. Okay, power down with the newest person. Okay, if you get on board tonight, you bet yourself that someone's going to be helping you out first thing. We have an 8-step training we've just implemented. We've got Facebook, we've got the website, the videos, okay, these conference calls and webinars, Super Saturday trainings. We have so many resources. Plug in and utilize them, okay? And, don't necessarily rely on an individual to dictate your success, but rely on the tools, okay, the system. Okay, we're trying to be system dependent here, guys, to really understand that you can simply send someone a video or two, lead them to the website to check out the products, okay, maybe, get them on a quick 3-way call to get their questions answered, and they can start an international business, without even having to leave the house. So, guys, we're excited. Once again, our products taste as good, if not better. They're better for you, okay, and you can create a residual income. Everyone we know is buying a tea or an energy drink or a coffee or a weight loss or a protein or a vitamin or a kid's formula or a pre-workout shot. Everyone's buying similar products. Put a Verve in their hand, put some Body Burn in their hand, let them try the product. If they, see the big picture with the business, great. If not, just help them out with their health. But guys, I don't know. I just, wanted to share a couple things with you. We're actually about to run an event here in about 30 minutes, so I don't want to take up too much more of your guys' time tonight. But I'm excited. April 24th and 26th convention, guys. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a game changer. Okay, get your team there. Get there. Understand the tickets are almost sold out, so make it a priority, guys. And I'm proud of all my team. A lot of younger people as well as older people are stepping up. I had some people come over, meet up the other day that have been involved with other companies, years ago, and they're excited, and they're not a part of the YPR. So it's kind of cool to see a variety and some of the older generations, some teachers, some professors, some doctors, really see the value of Vemma, guys. So with that, Brock, I'm going to throw it back to you guys. Thanks. Keep it up, stay consistent, stay excited, guys, and we're here to help you every single step of the way. So with that, Brock Warren.
All right, sweet. Thanks, Mikey. Yeah, one thing he said that I really liked is we're all following the same system. We have a system. We're following a system. It's not because Mikey's great or because I'm great or because Matt is great. We're all following the same system. We're all normal average kids. We're all normal average young people with above average dreams and goals. And forget 10,000 a month, forget 10,000 a week, forget all those big money, forget 1,000 a month. what would happen if you just got to an extra $500 a month? That's it. That's it. $500 a month, what would that do? Because that would drastically change most Americans' lifestyles, an extra $500 a month. And it's just following the system. We have a system to do that. And that's exactly what he said. That's what I love. The one girl who's really followed the system really well. I'm really honored to be able to bring her onto this call tonight because she actually happens to be my first cousin, my favorite female lady in my life, Maddie Morton. And I could not be more proud of her because last month she just hit the rank in this company, presidential, where you're making six figures a year. Results not typical. Don't be typical. But she's a 20-year-old girl, a junior at University of Redlands here in California. She played tennis there for 2 years. This year she decided to step down from the tennis and focus a little bit more on her business. But she's a full-time student. She was a full-time college athlete for 2 years, and she made this happen, so she can, you can. So Matt, if you're out there, I'd definitely love to hear a few minutes of your story and a little bit about why you're so excited.
Thank you, Brock. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. So like Brock said, my name is Maddie Morton. I'm 20 years old, and I'm a full-time college student out in Southern California. And my story is a little bit different. I actually found out about this opportunity 3 years ago from my brother, Alex Morton, before the whole history of, the YPR, the Young People Revolution that we see to this day, even began. So 3 years ago, it was mostly, the older age generation excited about the Vemma product. But what my brother and Brad Alcazan kind of realized 3 years ago is what Brock said, how socially connected our generation is. Okay, right now, cell phones, Uber, Facebook, Twitter, all these means to communicate effectively, and they realized how profitable this can be regarding a network marketing company. So kind of fast forward 3 years, Verve is on this on every single college campus around the country, and we're open in 40-plus countries around the world. Okay, and all of this happened in the last 3 years. But like I said, my story is a little bit different just because when I first heard about this opportunity 3 years ago from my brother, I didn't want anything to do with it. Okay, I was a senior in high school. I was getting ready to go graduate, go play college tennis, and I didn't realize that I could own my own business. Okay, the concept of network marketing was super foreign to me. So I kind of sat back for 2 years and watched my brother and the history of the YPR literally happen right in front of my eyes. Okay, I watched my brother go from a $0 income after graduating from college, and now he's making almost $1 million a year. And this happened in 3 years. So the thing is, he's not the only success story in this business. Okay, everyone on this call, okay, there's 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 24-year-olds going from $0 to $20,000 a year, $50,000 a year and more in a very short amount of time just because of the power of what we're doing. The power of word-of-mouth advertising and, being very, very, very socially connected. So long story short, about a year ago, I finally realized I needed to take advantage of this opportunity. Okay, I was watching all these lives being changed literally, right in front of my eyes, and I realized that I wanted to be a part of this revolution. Okay, I wanted to be a part of impacting other people's lives, which is what this company is about. Okay, we're about changing lives. Something that completely, put my life in perspective was one of my closest friends graduated last year from a top business school out in Ohio. She graduated with a 3.8 GPA, okay, 3.8 GPA. She's now living with her mom, working $10 an hour at Starbucks. Okay, that's just the reality of the economy right now. The economy has obviously changed from what our parents lived through, and I realized that, if I wanted to get something different in this life, I needed to do something different with my life, which is why, I went all in with this company. So like Brock said, I'm 20 years old, I'm making a six-figure income, while being a full-time college student and involved with a lot of clubs and Greek life on my campus. And I'm not saying this to impress you, but to impress upon you that what we are doing is working. And every single person, listening on this call right now can do the same exact thing. Because, there's already a lot of success in this business. You've heard from a lot of people today on this call. And those people, we're willing to help, every single person reach the same level, follow the system and show, people how to reach that next level step by step. And, regardless of the money side of it, what this company does is it teaches us how to set goals, okay? It teaches us how to communicate effectively and, dream big beyond our limits that, going through life, we're sometimes brought down because of society. Okay, this company literally turns people into leaders. And these are skills that, regardless what you do in your life, you're always going to have these skills, and you can't learn these without, going through experience. It's all through experience. But I'm going to keep it short. And with that being said, thanks for letting me share my story. I'm really excited for the future of this business and the YPR and, how many lives are really going to be changed. So I'm going to pass it back to my cousin Brock.
Thanks, Matt. For any of you girls out there that are hearing this, that she's just a perfect example. She's no different than anyone else. Obviously I love her. She's my cousin. She's a great girl. But that's just a perfect example of that ladies can do this business too. It's not just a bunch of guys going around making money. There's actually, in this profession, there's actually more females than there are males, which is a really interesting fact. But with that, we'll be on the last person. We'll keep this quick. I know you guys got stuff to do here on Tuesday night. But this guy, he's one of the best leaders. He's out there in Miramar, Florida. I didn't know Miramar. I knew he was in Miami. But Miramar, Florida. Chris Beaver, if you're out there, I would really love to hear your story real quick and why you're so excited about this whole YPR thing. Because I know you're one of the best leads out there and you're taking over Florida.
Hey, what's up, Brock? How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Pretty good, man. Yes, I can.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to keep it real short. First and foremost, shout out to Matt, shout out to Michael, Maddie, and obviously Brock Morin, skyrocketing to a $250,000 income in the past couple of months. So that's pretty sweet for all these people. And yeah, you guys hear all the success. I'll kind of just share my story real quick. I know, we're on a time limit. But my name's Chris Guzman. I actually live in Miramar, Florida, which is like 20 minutes from Miami. I just say Miami because everybody knows where Miami is. So I heard about this thing a year ago with two guys on a Skype call in the middle of the night. And, for a lot of people, Skype is kind of weird, especially hearing about, a multi-million-dollar business opportunity. And, to be honest, guys, I wasn't skeptical at all. I saw the credibility. Again, I know it sounds crazy to you guys, but what's scary is that we are just getting started. If you really think about it, the word-of-mouth advertising, like the concept, it's kind of blowing up everywhere right now.
All right, thank you, Chris. Well, yeah, that guy, you guys, he's a star executive. The next rank, he'll be presidential, making six figures from the company, like crazy at such a young age. But that's what this can do for you. So, with that, we got a few more things. This is really cool, a really cool aspect of the business that's really our generation has a grasp on a lot better than older generations. That's one of the coolest parts about this company. But you can actually text people and follow up in looks like 9 languages. That's crazy. I can't even speak any of those besides a little bit of Spanish. But you can text people. Someone in Sweden, someone in Finland, or wherever. Send them a text. You don't even have to be able to understand it. Right, and it's really cool that it's all automated, just with your thumbs. Just to touch your thumbs, you can literally build a multi-million-dollar business from your smartphone. So with them in the steps, you want to get in, download your iPhone app, get plugged in. I know all the groups have a Facebook group with the person who brings you into business. Get connected on Facebook. Get the webinar. And start texting your friends. Start sending out videos and then talking to your friends. And when you find 3 friends in 1 week that see what you see, get started on the affiliate pack. Boom, that's $700 right there. 3 friends in 1 week. That's how we have kids. You can actually do that twice in 1 week. We have kids who have made $1,400 and more in their first week in the business just from finding 3 or 6 friends. All right, so you watch the training videos, get the 3-step training videos. Boom, 3 customers. Your product is free. Your Verve is free. Your only expense in this business is about $5 a day of Verve, of the drinks. So that comes out to about $5 a day. When you get 3 customers, your only expense is covered. You're in this business for free. Free multivitamins are extremely healthy. The third step, get car qualified. You build 2 teams to about $5,000 in volume. Boom, you get a BMW or Mercedes, or now I believe it's any car that's over $30,000. You get to choose, and Vemma will help you make the payments on that. They'll give you, at starting out, $400 a month to help make those payments. And the last step, you get 5 of your friends into a car. All right, you're making about $50,000 a year residually. Obviously, your results not typical, but roughly, if you get about 3 friends into a car, boom, you're making about $50,000 a year, which is more than the average annual household income. And we've had kids do exactly what you see right there in a 5-month, 6-month period. And that's crazy, but that's what we're doing this thing, and it's exciting. And obviously, we have a lot of exciting things coming up, like February 21st is when the pre-order begins. All right, February 21st, put it down in your calendars. That's when our Mojo is coming out. It's a 15-ounce drink. It's a coffee drink, all right, which, like Mike and McKiernan talked about, coffee is the most consumed beverage on earth. The most consumed beverage on earth besides water. We're now tapping into that market. So, 18 to 24-year-olds account for 49% of Starbucks sales. 18 to 24-year-olds account for 49% of Starbucks sales. We're getting into that market. It's a $30 billion U.S. sales market. Coffee does $30 billion in sales every year in the U.S. alone. That's crazy, but we're getting into that. We have a healthier version of it. It tastes really good. I've tried it. It's great. I can't wait for that to come out. Pre-order comes out February 21st. And the last thing if you haven't got your ticket yet, I believe that the main stage just sold out, but there are still tickets available to get into the Mirage April 24th and 26th for our Vemma, our international annual convention. I can tell you this, this event will change your life. This event will change your life. And we have people, it's ridiculous. We have Eric Thomas, I believe, coming. Obviously, all the top leaders in our company and our CEO, BK. You definitely don't want to miss this. If you are there, it will change your life. Do whatever you need to do to figure out a way to get there. It's going to be fun. I've been there the last two conventions. It's getting bigger and bigger every year. My first one was 2,000 people. Last year was 6,000. This year we're going to have 10,000 people in the same hotel in convention in Vegas. It's going to be nuts. You definitely don't want to miss it. It will explode your business. You want everyone on your team and you to be there. It's going to be fun. Don't miss it. Get your tickets online, convention.vemma.com. You go to Vemma.com, you can check it out. But convention.vemma.com, register, be there. You don't want to miss it. All right, so with that, I'm going to leave you guys. All right, everyone's got stuff to do. Thank you guys for getting on the call tonight. Thank you for your time, because we all know time is your most valuable asset. A lot more than money. Join us next month on March 11th at the same time, March 11th, Tuesday, for the next Verve Webinar. We're going to have some phenomenal speakers, some more success stories, and who knows, maybe you can be on that one. Maybe you'll be on the next one, and you are going to be the next best success story in this company, because it's all about the newest person. We have a system, we have the products, we have the credibility, we have the science to back it all up. All that's there. We have BK, we have our infrastructure. It's a privately held company. We're in the right direction. The stars have aligned. Now all we have to do is talk to people about it. That's it. Have a great night. Talk to you guys soon. Rack 'em up.